It is the 1st of February and also World Read Aloud Day. And on this day, we all have the responsibility to spread the importance and power of reading aloud and sharing stories with children. One organization that advocates strongly for the reading aloud is Nal'ibali.
A beloved childhood memory everyone should have is having a story read to us by one of our loved ones. Unfortunately, this is not the case for many, and experts strongly advocate for more reading aloud. An exercise that is crucial to family bonding, reading aloud also plays a fundamental role in the development of language and early literacy. This is why it is the core focus of literacy and reading initiative Nal'ibali.
It is important to read to a young developing mind because it is the time when you plow or when you plant the language. I believe that language is the basic for all the subjects that the child is going to meet in his or her education. So it is good for them to get it from their early stages. The positive attitude I see from my people when I read aloud to them is that they all want to read aloud their books themselves.
Nal'ibali promotes reading and writing in mother tongue languages to help with children's empowerment and identity. So, Nal'ibali's contribution to World Read Aloud Day is a story translated in all 11 official languages.
This year's book is The Final Minute. The story is about the soccer. It motivates both boys and girls to participate in sport. We use Expresso in today's reading club because the benefit of reading aloud in children's mother tongue is that we'll be giving them a chance to understand the story much better, and they are able to engage and they are able to retell that story because they understood it.
While reading and writing are the skills directly improved by reading aloud, there are secondary benefits such as improved comprehension, expansion of vocabulary, and improved listening skills.
Stories about families is about bringing families together. I believe that that is the time for them to bond. It's the time to make friendship. It's the time where the parents get to know the children better. Nal'ibali was created for the people. Nal'ibali is meant to build the people. Nal'ibali is meant to unite the people. It's the future of the people. It's a hope for schools. It's a hope to every individual, let me say in South Africa, maybe, and beyond.
Build a world of curiosity and vivid imagination with your child by diving into a story this World Read Aloud Day.
Well, it's World Read Aloud Day, and we're about to dive into how you can share and, share the benefits and joys with your children by reading aloud as we welcome Ambassador of Nal'ibali, Nokuphumla Sneli. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, the book that we just saw in that story, The Final Minute,
yeah.
I mean, they've published it in all of South Africa's official languages. What went into them doing it? Why was it so important for Nal'ibali?
The reason why it was important for Nal'ibali is because the author, Zukiswa Wana, she had written Refilwe, which is an African tale, which is just translated from Rapunzel. So basically, there was no storyline. We just gave her names, and all she did was to come up with the final minute. And what we like about the book and the message behind the book, it's about a little girl playing soccer, meaning that girls can do it.
Yes.
Also, the diversity, because there's Neo, there's Priya, there's different kinds of names in there and different kinds of cultures as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And what is Nal'ibali doing for World Read Aloud Day 2018?
We have a target to read to 1 million children today.
Okay.
So be it in a taxi, be it in the train, be it in hospital, be it at school, in assembly this morning, everybody should actually be reading The Final Minute to children. And the reason why we want the rest of South Africa to actually do that is so that it can spark the interest, spark children's potential, create that curiosity of actually opening up a book Yeah.
And going to the library, I feel like a lot of kids, that's not something that gets done a lot anymore, where kids go and choose their own books. Because I wanted to ask you, how can South Africans get involved today?
How can South Africans get involved? They can go onto our website, which is www.nalibali.org. You pledge, you state how many children you're going to be reading to, and then you take pictures, you post it on our Facebook page, and you also send us a tweet at Nal'ibali SA.
And where will you be today? Where will you be reading today?
Where will I be reading today? I will be in the office trying to sort out all the telephone calls that will be happening and everybody else that wants to be part of today.
Okay, well, Nokuphumla, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing, how each South African can get involved to read aloud today to children. And of course, if you would like to get involved at home, visit their website at nalibali.org, or you can visit nalibali.mobi to find out more about the final minute and to make your pledge.